Alright guys, so we are here at Truth's house. It's got an early start of the morning. It is nice and cold out there, so we've got the garage door shut and we've got a heater going in here as well. I'll show you what brings us down here this morning. So inside this box, Dee, if you want to go ahead and do the reveal here. So Dee ordered something a little while back, guys. Oh, and he's got some hardware. Hope y'all didn't catch the surprise there. Right. Nicely packed in all this wonderful paper. Ta-da!
Go. This is the B&R, the 2867, the smaller of the two. It spools a little bit quicker. It's gonna be good for some gnarly horsepower, hopefully, out of this little 2-cylinder. Hoping for at least close to 400 on E30, but we'll see how that goes. Got this heavy ass. Yeah, heavy. The compressor side and the turbine side, and they nice and powder coated it, but it's a beautiful piece. They did really good. This is the second installment of these turbos. The first ones had issues with their intakes. They were putting out really good power. They just had a weird issue with their intakes. And if no one's familiar with B&R, they're the main turbo guys for the Mazda Speeds. So it's not like I got like some random cheap rando turbo to throw on my baby that is my daily driver. Yeah. They've been making turbos for years, so I trust them. What do you think?
We can do it. I don't mind.
Alright guys, so we're about to take the wipers off. I just want to show you guys a little trick here. So if you notice, we're about to take the wipers off and you see how we had that little line made with a Sharpie. Always make sure you do that. That way you know exactly how the wipers go back on. Because otherwise, and I wish I had a video to show you, your wipers will be playing a good old game of Fruit Ninja. It's really awesome to watch.
Yes.
Alright guys, so a little bit more of an update. As you can see, a lot of things have come off the car. We've got the wipers off, we've got the cowl off, we've got the hood off, and we've already started digging behind here. Got the intake pipe off and taking the heat shield off. Down there you can see a little turb ski. Actually you see right in the old turb ski.
Let's go.
And we just got to take those head bolts off there. There's 4 of them. Don't have to worry about the inverted Torx bits. Those are just this head studs that stick out. Should be about a 13 mil socket to get those 4 bolts off though. We already got the downpipe off. And we are now working on disconnecting the rest of the stuff from the turbo. I'm gonna shimmy myself underneath here so you guys can see what Dee's up to.
This is a pain.
So we've got a coolant line that goes into the block.
Yeah.
And then we've got these 2 oil lines reaching up around the back side of the turbo that we got to disconnect. Once those are off, then we can go ahead and unmount it from the head, and this whole thing should drop right on out. A lot of stuff has happened. We finally have the turbo out. This is a very empty, open chasm of space back here now. This is the old turbo sitting over here on the table. As you can see, we've got the head fold piece here, the flange. Got the V-band off from the downpipe. We've got, of course, the intake side here, and then a block-off plate. That's where your blow-off valve would go. Dee's running a little bit of an external setup on his. Here we have, of course, the new turbo, as you saw earlier in the video. We've already moved over the oil feed line. The coolant lines are going to go here, and another one around the other side. You can't really see it, but it's all the way over on that side. And so we're going to be hooking that up. We're about to take a quick break though, so definitely stay tuned, and we'll be working on the next part just here shortly. We are just taking a break here. We actually just finished up eating some wonderful pancakes and bacon, courtesy of Truth.
Sublime.
Oh, so good. I'm here with Dee. We're just stopping at the gas station to go get some snacks, some drinks, some coolant. You know,
I forgot the coolant line dumps.
There was a little bit of coolant that came out of the turbo when we took those lines off, right? So
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So we're gonna get back to work here, and we'll update you. But we got everything ready. It's all reassembly time.
Let's go.
We have the turbo installed. There she is, nice and pretty. There's the big hole for the intake. Truth is down there right now. We're trying to sort out all the vacuum lines, get the coolant and oil lines hooked back up in here as well, and then we'll be able to prime the turbo and get this thing back up on the road. So exciting. All right, folks. So here's another update.
No, this is not an update.
So this is how EcoBeast may have to fix some problems, but you know, we get it done. Right now we are currently trying to figure out all the last little bit of oil and coolant lines here on the back side of the turbo. We actually have only one last line to put in, which honestly should be the easiest of all of them because it's right on the back side of the turbo. It's pretty easy to get to. So we're on the home stretch. We got the turbo mounted, got the vacuum lines up, coolant lines are in pretty much, and it's basically just assembling the intake and exhaust afterwards, and we're in business. How you feeling? Are you excited?
I'm excited, but I'm also tired.
Yeah, we just for you folks at home, because you guys, of course, are gonna watch this in some like 15 to 20 minute video. We've been at this for the entire day. Dee and I both got here at like about 8:30 in the morning. I think is when we kind of started rolling into work. Maybe 9 o'clock ish.
We took a few breaks.
We did. We took some breaks.
This turbo definitely needed a lot more modification than originally thought. A lot of modification and a lot of little tiny oversights on all of our parts that we just had to like, oh, let's go back and fix this real fast.
Right. Yeah. To this count, and I mean, I don't know if it's worth even putting a counter in there because it's probably gonna go up. Maybe. Hopefully not. But after we got the head of fold flange to turbo bolted up the first time, the turbo wasn't in yet. Figured out that we had to take that flange back off to put the turbo on, then put it back up together as one unit, then realized I had to take it off again to put the exhaust flange back on the turbo. So we put that back on, and then yet again, we pulled it off a third time to get one of the coolant lines onto the turbo as well. So it's burning the excess oil off the back. Oh, yeah. We didn't wipe all of it up. How's the oh, you just got the high idle from cold start. I don't know if the camera's even picking up anything I'm trying to say right now. Probably not. I'm gonna try and talk very close to it though. We got the car running, guys. We finally have big turbo swapped. Ford Focus ST Bulma. She's getting wild. He's a happy man. Very happy man. right, guys. Well, she's all buttoned up. We got no oil leaks. We have a little bit of a message with coolant, but we're gonna check in with D to make sure he's all right and that everything's still working all right. We did have a little bit of a spill during the disassembly of the old turbo, so that could be a reason behind the coolant code. But overall, it's good. It's idling clean. We finally have that lower idle now. You just heard that click over. And we got the hood, of course, all buttoned back up. Of course, the whole car is put back together now. So I think it might be almost time to go take her for a ride, maybe. Yeah?
Let's go. You really mean that?
We are back here. It's been a few days actually since we did the install. So now that we've had the car out on the road, D, how's it been, man?
It's been a blast.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's to be expected for upgrading the turbo, but God, the best upgrade.
Right, so I want you to know, like, this car, like we said earlier in the video, it's probably going to be around 400 horse, right?
The goal is ethanol, an ethanol blend to be as close to 400. I don't know if we'll hit 400, but to be very close. With 93 octane, I've been seeing on the B&R turbo, a lot of people have been hitting pretty comfortably around 360, 350, 360, which is around about the stock fuel system's limit. So
right. So yeah, so guys, the night that we actually left, after we did all the install, we were on the freeway, and of course, I mean, the turbo hadn't even been installed for about an hour, and D and I did a little pull on the freeway, and I walked a little bit away, and I for at least for a second, I thought that shouldn't have happened. So him and I are talking on the phone right afterwards. He says, yeah, I didn't gain traction till 5th gear, and I'm like, torque.
compared to yours,
Well, okay, well, compared to mine,
mine
yes.
was like the same setup as yours.
I mean, potentially, yeah. A little bit. I mean, you were still pushing more boost. Well, let's take it for a spin, shall we?
Let's go.
All right, guys, we're gonna do a little pull here for you, like 0 to 60 or something, because I mean, you know, this car does more than 60, believe it or not, guys. This car is, you know, at least 65 miles per hour.
I don't even know if I launch it. Let's try.
Hey there guys, thanks for watching and Happy New Year from EcoBeast Garage. We hope you enjoyed the episode today. We're really excited for 2021. We got a lot of great content prepared for you, so stay tuned. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell. And once again, this is EcoBeast Garage. We will see you soon.